Okay, good afternoon. It's going to be part 4 on my MOD knife review, which is the real world review. Got a wind picking up now, I'm quite glad of this tarp. So I'm starting the bushcraft shelter, which I've just built, to be honest. And yeah, I'm going to review this knife here. Now I've just realised that I have just used it to do one of its recommended uses, which is it should be able to dig a hole. I've just dug a little hole for the fire and I forgot to film it, so yeah, sack the cameraman with that one, I'm afraid. And it looks fine. There's nothing wrong with that knife whatsoever. You can still see the Scandivex that I've applied to it there, the Scandi Convex grind, hand applied. Not a ding in it. So yeah, we're going to take it right through the most basic survival. That looks quite cool. That looks like the Rambo mission knife now. It's got quite that dynamic there. I quite like that. So we've got the black and silver on the bottom. Lost a lot of the tactical advantages of it, but fuck it, it's a Scandi now. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a fire using this knife to show that it can do all what is needed, basically. Now most stuff out here is wet, but I've just got a bit of light stuff just to show you some light dry stuff that I can show you a bit of chopping on. So I need to hit it with a bit more force just to show you, I think. Threw in one. Nearly. There we go. So she's a fucking lovely chopper. Lovely chopper. Next we're going to do a bit of batoning, because even though I'm going to be using timber to make this fire, we can't use great big blocks of timber to build a fire. So that's a batoning beast. That is a beast. Just give it a little tap. Yeah, it's a beast. Just going to be very careful of the nails with this bitch. So yeah, it batons with ease. Next thing, now this is probably, when I was explaining to my mum what was probably one of the first things you need to learn for bushcrafting, or first little bits of wood cutting skills, is the feather stick, because it doesn't take much skill and you're going to need a brew no matter what you do. So yeah, let's go feather sticking with this. Now surely a 1/4 inch tang can't do any detail work, yeah? They're lovely curls. So yeah, that's bollocks. Now I've seen reviews of this knife by some Yank fellas, and I think their hands must just be a little bit too fat for this. And I shouldn't really say that, because a lot of my American cousins in arms at the moment are absolutely sterling operators. Now, of course, when I say brothers in arms, I don't mean these Black Lives Matter Antifa muppets, and I'm not racist. I mean, it's nothing to do with race, it's to do with being a fucking idiot. I got taught something by my first ever manager in my first proper job, and that was, it don't get better if you pick it, whether it's on your body or whether it's out in the streets. There are better ways of getting your voices heard, and obviously the voices that get heard most are the ones that change things from the inside. So there we are. Now they're not pretty like you would get off of a Mora, but as you will see in a second, they're perfectly adequate for everything that we need. obviously we're only making a brew. So yeah, where I stand on this whole thing is it's nothing to do with race, it's to do with attitudes. And the kid in Kenosha the other day, Kyle Rittenhouse, is an absolute fucking hero. I mean, the guy managed to ice fucking 2 guys and blow another guy's bicep off, and get this, it was the bicep holding the gun that was threatening him. So yeah, plus he cleared a stoppage just before that as well. So I really believe that kid Kyle had some kind of combat training, because even though he's 17, obviously I believe that he'd done some tactical training. He was doing combat breathing, and he was so tactically aware. I mean, that doesn't just come with adrenaline. It doesn't just come with adrenaline, it comes with training, and quite a lot of training at that. Someone's mummy and daddy's been paying for quite a bit, I think, with that. So yeah, just before we go starting any fires, I'm just going to get my kit out my webbing. Wrong one. Now, although I'm going to cheat a tiny little bit here, I'm just going to use a little bit of fire dragon in the bottom, because what I want to show you as well is the fire lighting properties of this knife. Actually, better way of doing it, what we'll do is we'll put it on here, put it on there, and then I can show you a little bit better. It's a beast of a scraper, this knife. It's a beast of a scraper. But I don't want to get too close to those fucking nails. It's a nice knife, and I'm a bit scared of getting close to the nails, so you'll have to forgive me. The actual feather sticks would probably light faster than this fucking shit, let me tell you. Only kidding, BCB's not bad. New BCB's not too bad. Let's just say. What I don't understand is the first time I ever did that with any BCB product, it was the first time I'd ever used a fire steel as well, and the bitch lit just like that. As you can see though, it's no problem with a knife, it's that fucking... It's the BCB stuff which I've had for an age. So yeah, rocket stove on, or let's just yeah, a little bit of a rocket stove, homemade rocket stove, ghetto stove, hobo stove, for my tramps then in the woods. As somebody once said, quite ironic, because a lot of people practicing the kind of bushcraft that the British Army teaches are now homeless, which is a terrible thing. So yeah, we're going to see, I cut myself not long ago, and I'm a bit fearful still. I don't want to get another one. Lesson one: when you batten stuff, at least use something with a little bit of weight to do it. Like I didn't then. Otherwise it'll make you look like all manner of weak kind of twats on the video. So yeah, I don't need any. I think I need to show you how to brew up. It's a decent knife. Yeah. MOD survival knife. It does what it says on the tin. When you want to survive, you don't want to impress anybody, you don't want to be flash, but you want to survive, and this will do it.